As soon as I open it, roaches. To
Bro.
where when I walk in the house,
Did you scream?
I don't know my life, bro.
Welcome back to Econix Talks, guys.
When I pop up, everybody gonna be like, man, overnight success.
Lifestyle topics, entrepreneurship, and investing.
Are you serious about this? Because if you are, then I'm willing to back the business.
We want to inform you, educate you, and empower you so that you can maximize your life. Let's get started. Hey, it's Josh. Thanks so much for listening to Econix Talks, whether you're brand new to the show and to me, or if you've been listening since the very beginning. As you know, managing a podcast takes a ton of time when you're independent. If you've enjoyed the show, whether it's just an episode or many, and want to support, you can buy me a coffee. This will help cover expenses and make it just a little easier so I can continue to give you guys the best content possible. Click the link in the show notes or description that says support if you'd like to contribute. And again, thank you guys for listening. Now, on to the show. Welcome back to another episode of Econix Talks, guys. Today, we have Adu in the building, well, a virtual one, but he is the founder of Adu Clothing Company. They've been around for 5 years. I'm really excited to get into his story and just to tell everything that he's working on with his clothing brand. So first of all, man, shout out to you. How are you doing today?
Appreciate you, bro. I'm doing real good. Thanks for having me over here.
No problem. So I'm gonna jump right in. So first of all, like, how did you come up with, your designs? I'm going right there. Like tell me about Adu. Tell me about how you came up with the concept, the idea. Tell me about your whole inspiration and your vision.
Okay. Well, the simplest answer really is that I wanted to start dressing African. I wanted to start dressing Black, or, just wanted to show how I feel, because fashion is really how I always expressed myself. Like from a young age, I was always worried about clothes. I loved clothes. I would collect tags of all the clothes that I bought. I don't know, the clothes just excited me, and it just is how I really expressed myself. But it got to a time where I was gaining knowledge about myself. I was learning more about my culture. I'm from Ghana, but I was Americanized. I lived in America for so long that I'm all the way Americanized. And I didn't even know the importance of learning about my culture. And I was just living the American lifestyle. But at some point, as I got older, I needed to know more. I needed to learn about my people. I needed to learn where I was from. And I loved history. I loved, learning about myself. And the only way I know how to express myself is through fashion. Like, that's what I do. So I need to dress African. I need to dress Black. But at the time, nothing existed. If I was to go to the mall, Macy's, nobody had no African clothes. I wasn't really trying to wear dashikis. The way kente is originally given is like a traditional. They wrap it around their body. I couldn't be walking around the mall looking like that. So
why not?
We said, why not?
Why not?
It's drip, but it wasn't my kind of drip. Like, it's not how I would do it. And I don't want people to look at me like, did this man just get off the boat? You know what I mean? I need to be able to deliver kente a nice, good way, you know what I mean? So that's what I did. I just wanted to dress African, and it didn't exist. So I had to do it myself. And that's how I started off. And I was able to reach back and find kente cloth. Like, this is what our ancestors gave us to be able to tell the story. And it wasn't being done right. I didn't feel like, anybody was doing it the way I would rock it. So that's how I started.
That's what's up. When did you move from Ghana to America? How old were you?
I was 5 years old.
Okay, I moved pretty young. And do you know any like history of kente cloth? Because my background, I grew up in a Baptist church, so we call it African attire. So we knew people in Africa would wear like kente cloths. And wow. So we would wear these, wardrobes growing up. I just honoring like our heritage and Africa.
Cool.
Yeah. So like, I'm very familiar with like, African dress and just, like the whole like dashiki. Like I got like two of them. So do you know where and you may not, but do you know where the design for kente cloths came from? And the history behind that?
Yeah, it started with the Ashanti tribe, and from early 16th century, I don't know, many years ago, but it was just the way it's storytelling. These different patterns, they all have stories behind them, and they all mean something, and all the different colors. And it's is just what represents Black culture. Like, I don't know, at your graduation, you probably had a dashiki.
Yeah. Well,
I would say kente, you feel me? During weddings, anything important, all the kings in Ghana, all the tribes, they wear kente, and it's rich cloth that is woven together. So that's pretty much the history behind kente.
that's dope, man. That's dope. So obviously, you said as a child you gravitated towards fashion. So when did you actually start like developing your own style? Like, how did that come up? Like, how did you go about doing that?
When I was younger, it was in high school. I got my first job at McDonald's, and every time I would get a check, I would go straight to Macy's and buy Ralph Lauren. I would spend I wasn't saving no money. I was just buying clothes because I don't even know that. I just wanted to be fresh. And I went to a school. It was a lot of Caucasians, I would say, in my school, and they was just wearing Ralph Lauren all the time. And I will go to work and put in 40 hours a week just so I could wear Ralph Lauren and just so I could be fly. And it just made me feel accepted. Like, that's what gave me my identity when I was younger. People would call me Polo Sam. That was my first name before, dude. My first name is Samuel. People call me Polo Sam. And everybody that's how I became cool, because I was always, and that's when I learned, like, yo, I love clothes. And I would have clothes. I would have Ralph Lauren in my closet, in my locker, and I would sell it to the younger kids. I would trade it. Like, I was the fashion guy in school. And that's when I first developed my style. I used to wear it with the boat shoes, Sperry's, and nice American Eagle. It was that whole black boy, white boy swag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I would wear it, I would really feel like fashion to me is about the feel, how it makes me feel. When I would wear that Ralph Lauren back in the day, I would really feel like a white boy in the suburbs. I would really feel like I belonged. I used to walk with so much confidence when I used to have that horse on me. Mm-hmm. And that right there is what taught me, like, yo, it's this feel. I need this feel. I need that feel back. So when I started developing this kente cloth, that's what I'm going for. I want you to wear this, and I want you to really feel like royalty. I want you to understand what is on your body. You feel me? It's about that. It's about the feel. It's about the drip. It's just about making sure it's not too loud. I'm not throwing kente all over. No, it's not about that. I just need little accents of kente thrown in the perfect spot. A lot of people design clothes with kente, but nobody does it the way I do it.
I would agree. I've never seen, like, one of the things I love about your shirt is like the tiger stripes. I'm assuming those are just, claws. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've never seen that before. And so I thought the implementation of the kente was very, very different and unique, but it was like done in a way that was tasteful. It's like subtle. It's subtle. It's not like overbearing. It's like, oh, that's what caught my eye. I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I can wear that. Like, I'd rock that. That's dope.
You see the whole.
Yeah, definitely. So when did you, or how did you start to come up with your designs for your own, clothing brand? Like, how did that process start out? Did you start drawing it, or did you have, somebody that you work with?
The very first design I ever made, I took jeans. I was like, okay, I'm gonna dress African. And the first design that popped in my head, I took jeans, I distressed the jeans, and I put the kente cloth under it. So it was like distressed kente. And I'm like, boom, let's manufacture it. Let's get it started. And I started talking to manufacturers. Geez, the prices they used to tell me to manufacture jeans was like $10,000, $20,000, and I didn't have it. You can't just manufacture jeans just like that. It's not that cheap. So I had to really just chill back with the cut and sew stuff. And that's where I had to sit back and come up with a logo, come up with different logos. This right here, it was easy as hell to make. I did it in my sleep. Photoshop, take a silhouette and put kente behind it. Right. Boom. People love it, but I made it like that.
Right.
Then I put another logo with the Black Renaissance hands. I had a vision board, and I had cut out, I love art, I love history, so I had a vision board, and I could just cut out things I thought was cool. And it was there. And I sat on it for weeks, just looking at the vision board, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. And then one day it just hit me. With me, what I do with my designs is I take time with it. I'm very patient with it. I don't force it. I will literally just sit there, put things together, and just wait while I'm chilling, while I'm driving. I'm thinking. I'm always thinking. And that's how I came up with a lot of my logos, just being patient and just not forcing it, just letting it come to me.
So when you say you first started out, obviously, you went to, try to do jeans and, you went to the manufacturers. How did you even find the manufacturers? I want to talk about that process. I want to talk to people who want to start, because a lot of people want to start their own clothing brands. It's another thing to want to start something. It's another thing to be in business for 5 years and to
Yeah.
execute that plan and to grow your business and to be in business. So when you first started to talk to these manufacturers, how did those conversations look? And where did you start to even find them?
When I started, this was 2017. So when I started, I was looking on Google, and I wouldn't even say Google is the best place to find manufacturers. No, because Google is just like the most expensive ones at the top. What I figured out is the best way to find the manufacturers is social media, like Instagram. They have their manufacturers, and they have pictures of what they do. They have their WhatsApp phone number. So social media, Instagram is the best way. But when I started, I typed in on Google, and I would just get a bunch of no's. No, no. They used to tell me they can't even embroider kente. Oh, it's too many patterns. It's too many zigzags.
It comes like that.
Got so many no's. It's impossible to embroider it. They could print it. I'm like, no, I don't need print. So I got a lot of no's. And I got a lot of expensive high numbers. It wasn't a good start at all. That's why I had to fall back and start coming up with logos, because Photoshop, you can make anything happen on there.
Yeah. So when you started to reach out to people on Instagram, what did you like type in? Because I'm like, did you like type in like manufacturing? Like, because I'm thinking about, obviously, we connected. So I know how I found you. Like, what hashtag are you looking on to find a manufacturer?
Right.
Wow.
You can't just type that in. Right now, what I could say is manufacturers reach out to me every single day. Like 20 is in my DM every single day. They're all following me. So it's kind of easy for me to get it right now. But if I was looking for a new manufacturer, I would find an up and coming fashion brand, and I would look through who's following them. I would look through who they're following. And that's how you're going to find a manufacturer. That's the easiest, the most accurate way right now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just pretty much look at somebody else's page and just look through their followers and just say, okay, they're a manufacturer. Boom, let me hit them up.
Manufacturers are chasing the designers, and they're trying to get business, and they're following and they're DMing, and you're all over. If you look through my if you look through my following right now, you'll see 100 manufacturers. They'll have their name. You'll see some clothes there. That's the best way right now.
That's dope. So as you started to develop, some of your clothes and some of your designs, how did you find your niche? Like how did you know, like, this is my target audience?
How do I find my niche? My niche is, my niche has been changing. My niche was at first making kente clothes and, making it not too loud, putting the kente here, putting the kente there. But now I'm starting to see that what's taking me to the next level is kente NFTs or kente virtual art. That's opening so many doors for me so fast. I got the key to unlock any door that I want. Any manufacturer, any fashion designer, anybody up there is interested in hearing what virtual fashion NFT they want to. Oh, this is crazy. How'd you make that? That's the niche that's going crazy for me right now.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, for real. Like it's opening doors. And how I found that, I was just interested. Like I was interested, and I also know that there's not a lot of us in that space right now. And yeah, and it just looked cool to me. I was just interested, so I tried it out and just started going crazy.
And I want to definitely touch on the NFT project in a moment. But what is your favorite design?
My favorite design? That's a tough question. My favorite design really don't even exist yet. What I'm working on coming out with this summer and moving forward is really my favorite design. I think about it all the time, and I'm working on making kente not so loud. Like I got a kente ski mask right here.
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, that's dope.
I mean, it's dope. But when you walk around, you're gonna turn so many heads. People are gonna be so amazed. Everybody wants to see you. Everybody's wondering where you got it from. It sold out so fast. But I need to make kente, and I have other designs where it's just full kente, but I'm working on a way to make kente not so loud, to where I'm monotone in it. Remember, see this kente right here? Imagine it all black. That's what I have like in the works right now. And what's my favorite design right now that exists? I have this kente robe. It's made out of satin. And when you wear it, you look like $1 million. And that's what I love about it, because kente, the way it's traditionally originally given it to you, is woven, is cotton. And what we're doing is making satin, polyester. This is polyester right here. You know what I mean? The kente robe I was talking to you about, satin. And it's just like nobody thought about this idea. I had to walk this first for this to happen. So we're making some new kente, different fabric, different quality kente, and it's going crazy.
So let me ask you this. So how did you determine, what materials to use? Did you already kind of have an idea which ones you had to use, or was it more about trial and error?
Yeah, trial and error, just experimenting.
Really. So, okay. So let's talk about that experimenting process. So when you started out, like what materials did you start with? And then how did that change as you started to learn more about clothing?
When I started out, of course, printing a logo on a t-shirt, you could do that with $15. So that's easy. We're just gonna pick the best quality. We're gonna pick the best quality shirt. It was American Apparel, Bella. Those seem to be the shirts that you can wash 50 times and they still look good. That's what we was doing, but that's easy. Once I started doing cut and sew, that's this stuff like this is cut and sew. You feel me? Like once it's not just a print on the chest, that's where you have so much space to experiment. Because with just t-shirts on a print, you don't really need to manufacture. You just need somebody with the machine.
Right. Well, you can do a lot at home too.
Exactly. But once you find a manufacturer, somebody that you building a relationship with, somebody that you can text, somebody that, because it's not 1970 no more. You could just talk to somebody in China, talk to somebody anywhere with FaceTime. You could do all that. You know what I mean? They could FaceTime you, they could show you exactly what they're doing. Like you got to be able to find a manufacturer and build that type of relationship. So the risk is less risky. You know what I mean? Or, trying new things, trial and error is less risky when you can FaceTime and look at what you're doing.
So how long does it take for the product to get, so let's say you find your manufacturer and they have to send it to you to like test it out for test products. How long does that process take? I know COVID happened.
Long process. It's like just for them to make one garment, because manufacturers usually have an assembly line where they got a whole bunch of companies that they're working with. One single garment might cost $100 and $200. That's how much a sample costs. Yeah, if you're making 100 shirts, you can get them for $12 a piece. But just to get one shirt, it costs you $100, and then that takes about a whole month. It takes about 3 weeks for the sample process to make. You know what I mean? You got to talk to them, be like, no, this is wrong, this is right. You know what I mean? Go through all that, and then you also, my people take a long time to ship, at least a week to ship, and so it take about a month. But when you order bulk, that's where they can take it serious. They go real fast. Once they know exactly what you want, you create a tech pack that shows every inch, every single description about whatever you make, a tech pack. Once you have that made, the samples made, and it comes with a tech pack, now they know exactly what to do and they can make it real fast. It'll be like another month.
Can you break down a tech pack? I've never heard of a tech pack before, so that's new information to me. So for those viewers that are for the people who are listening, what is a tech pack?
You never heard of tech pack?
Nah.
Oh yeah, if you do fashion, you're gonna know about a tech pack. So tech pack is something that is just a document that shows every piece of your clothes. Once that sample's made and you're like, this is it, well, then there's a tech pack that's gonna come with it. At least that's how my manufacturer do. My manufacturer, I have such a good relationship with them that I could tell them what I need, and once they make it, then they're gonna bring a tech pack with it. Some people, you might have to create your own tech pack and send it to them so that they can't get it wrong. But a tech pack is basically a document that's gonna make sure that every single time that you make this garment, it's gonna come exactly the same. Cotton, polyester, the neck needs to be 3 inches by 4. The waist needs to has every little description.
Wow. So it's kind of like a color, like if you like a hex code, like you can't get that color wrong with the hex code. If you get the right RGB hex code, it's the exact color. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That's dope. It's crazy. I think about fashion. I'm not a super fashion guy. I like sneakers, but that's about it. I've never really had the patience, man. I hate shopping. So, but I like clothes. I just like to put the time into looking fly. You know what I'm saying? Like drip is real.
Yeah. those, bro. I love everything about them.
How long did it take you to find your manufacturer?
Took me a long time. Took me like 3 years. I was just doing T-shirts, you know, for a long time. But then I found a manufacturer, and they messed up on the side. Mistakes are gonna happen when you're looking for a manufacturer. It's gonna be trial and error. You know what I mean? So I found a manufacturer that went downhill real fast. They sent me the wrong size. They sent me like women's sizes. Found another manufacturer. Hated the communication. I need to be able to know when I send you $5,000 that I know I could talk to you whenever. I don't like you disappearing and popping up when you want. That wasn't good. And then I found another manufacturer, and I'm talking about the lady is a lady, and she communicates well. She's in another country, but she tries her best to speak English. You feel me? She replies. She just understands my vision. I could tell her something without a tech pack, and then she's gonna get exactly what I want and get it right. And then she'll make the tech pack. Like, the relationship is the most important thing, but it took some time. It's definitely
right. And so, and I want to make sure that people understand that, you know, when you're looking for a manufacturer, or, you know, if you're in the clothing business and you're looking for these types of pieces to add to your team, it's going to take a little bit of digging before you actually get to the right person, because like you said, they do have to see your vision. What changed in you to make you want to go from t-shirts to embroidery?
Yeah,
You said you were doing prints and stuff, but then embroidery, that's a different ball game.
Yeah.
So what made you want to start that?
And so that's when, like, you start making extravagant, all type of stuff. Well, that was what my goal was in the first place. Like, when I first said, I woke up one day and said, I'm a fashion designer, I didn't have no print ideas. My ideas was real fashion. But because of the money situations, I couldn't just go into the real fashion, because these aren't just prints on the chest. You know what I mean? And I didn't have a manufacturer that could do what I needed. So what changed in me, I would just say we finally got some money to be able to start doing my vision. Yeah, doing what I actually wanted to do.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And let me ask you this, what has been one of the most rewarding parts of your business and your creation?
The most rewarding part is being able to put Kente in the black man's closet. Like, that was what the whole vision was. Yo, there's a group of people in this world, the only people in this world who don't have a way to reach back to where they're originally from. If you're Chinese, you know you're from China. If you're Hispanic, you know you're from South America somewhere. But there's a group of people, the black men in America, not all of them are connected. There's no going home, there's no cousins, nowhere to reach back to. So the whole idea is to give us a way to reach back. And now I started 5 years down the line. I got best friends that knew nothing about their culture. They knew nothing about and now they have Kente cloth in their closet. Now they can reach back to the motherland. Now they can walk down the street and be so fly. Girls are like, oh, hey, what's up? I like your shirt. Da-da. Yeah, this is Kente. That happens all the time. And that's really what the most rewarding part is, being able to give that culture, being able to give knowledge of self without having to say a word.
That's dope.
Through fashion.
Was that your overall vision for a Duke clothing company? That's so awesome. And you even have portraits as well that you do. And so are you an artist by trade, or like how did you develop your portraits?
Really, I am an artist, but I didn't know I was an artist my whole life. Yeah, like I was always good at art, always good at being creative, but I was taking the wrong route. I was trying to like be a doctor. That's the kind of stuff I was doing. But when I started like trying to learn about myself, getting closer to God, and I was going through stuff, and one thing that I learned was I need to take whatever skill, whatever talent God gave me and give it to the world. And once a pastor told me that, it was like I was unlocked, I was awakened, I knew what I needed to be doing. And that's how I started, making art and making clothes, is because I started to understand that I need to use my purpose to change my life, change people around me life.
That's dope. So tell me a little bit more about the Black Renaissance portrait. Tell me the story behind it.
Okay, so basically, the concept behind it is those hands were designed by Michelangelo, and they're on the Sistine Chapel in Rome, Italy. It was called The Creation of Adam. And he started doing that when the Europeans was having their renaissance, when they was getting out of their dark ages. They had a dark ages where they wasn't doing anything, they wasn't taking showers, and then there was something called a renaissance, to where they started painting and they started to get out their dark ages. So basically the concept is the Black man is now getting out of our dark ages. We are starting to wake up. We're getting involved with crypto, real estate. We are waking up. We're being artists. We're painting. We're putting messages out there. We're waking up. So that's the concept behind those hands. Those are the Black Renaissance. Just because that's what an artist does. He uses his art to capture times. So that painting is capturing the times that we're in. Like, this is the Black Renaissance, and this is the Black Michelangelo, whatever you want to call it. This is us. This is it.
That's what's up, man. So back to your designs, how do you know when or how much inventory to keep on hand, as you know, because you have to offload that stuff because that's cash flow. So how have you learned, you know, what inventory to keep on hand, when to not keep inventory on hand? How's that process go for you?
It was easy in the beginning because I learned about drop shipping.
Break that whole process down.
Man, it's amazing, bro. It will save your life. It will allow you to get started with the game without having no money.
Break it down. Break down drop shipping for us.
I was working with a company called Printful. Printful, they're amazing. You know what I mean? You connect it with your Shopify. You build a Shopify, build a website, and then download Printful or get Printful, and they connect with each other. It's like an app on the website, and you connect with each other. And the way it works is when you put your designs up on Printful, and when somebody orders it, Printful makes it and they ship it, and then they send you the money. And it's that simple. It's really, yeah. It's not talk about once you just set it up, and when somebody orders it, Printful will make it, ship it, the money will fall in your business account within 1 to 2 business days, and you don't have to have nothing around you. You don't got to do nothing. Just set it up online.
It makes it super easy for you and the consumer.
Bro, and when they ship it, it comes with your logo. It comes all the way professional. You can put your tag on it. You know what I mean? Direct a garment print, your logo on the chest. It's real good quality. And if mistakes happen, it gets lost, they'll resend it. You feel me? Stuff like that. Go ahead.
Is it direct to customer, or does it come to you first, or can it be either?
Oh, direct to customer. I mean, when I started, I was also having to work a 9-to-5 job. I also had a kid. Like, I wasn't a full-time employee. I mean, a full-time entrepreneur. I was an employee when I first started. So I didn't have time to be going to the post office. I didn't have time for, you know what I mean, sitting in lines and all that. They take care of it all.
That's dope.
That's
dope. And what are your, because, you know, when you go on Printful, they got like a ton of shirts, and these are for people who want to start their own businesses or are interested in that. What are some shirts that you would recommend for them using? I know you mentioned some earlier, but obviously, you know, you can't fill them. So from someone that uses Printful, what are some of the best quality shirts?
I would say look at the price of the shirts. That's what, you know, showed me. That's what, when I first started, I'm like, okay, this shirt is $5. This shirt is $12. You feel me? So I just picked the $12 one. It felt good. Bella Canvas that's my favorite. That's the one you could switch the tag, everything. Bella Canvas, you got so many different colors, smells good, feels great. American Apparel is also good. If you want, you could go to the cheaper ones. That's the same brand you're gonna see in Walmart. It's called Gildan. It's called Fruit of the Loom. But you know what's gonna happen after you wash it a little bit. But it'll allow you to get more profit. Yeah, exactly. This will start going up, and it's just gonna start looking weird. But if you sell in a Gildan shirt for $30, Printful's gonna take their $5 and you'll get the 25. If you sell in American Apparel, it'll be like a $15 shirt. Printful will send you your profit. You get yours. But that's how I started. That allowed me to not have to worry about inventory or nothing like that. But nowadays, because I work with a manufacturer, pre-orders is the best way. Do some pre-orders, have people already send you the money, see how many people is about to look at your Instagram, how many people's going crazy, commenting. And that's how I know, okay, I need 200 of these. Okay, I need 100 of these. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you run your pre? I mean, you guys have so many questions. I don't know if I've ever had a fashion designer on as a guest before, and so for me, because I don't know anything about this industry, I just got so many questions for you. So thank you for answering them all.
Ooh, no worries, bro.
Okay, so now you've gone from, you know, starting with drop shipping, and then you developed and transitioned over to manufacturing. So when you started to do, make that transition, that was your overall goal, which you said earlier. What pushed you to become a full-time entrepreneur? Like, what was that? Like, how did you end up making that jump?
Man, that's all I think about, bro. Like the reason, like when I started to learn more about myself and all that, bro, I can't do this 9 to 5, 40 hours a week. It takes a toll on me. My brain is always, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I knew I had to be able to live life on my own terms, bro. Like I told you, pastor is the one who put me on finding my vision, finding my purpose, and using that to say that's really how you worship God. A pastor really is the one who told me that. So he like if you love God, who you giving more hours to? You're gonna give 40 hours to your job, and then you go to church one time on Sunday. Like, what did God put you here to do? And this message ain't for everybody. Some people need to be employees, but when I heard that really like said something to me. I wanted my time. I wanted to be a free man. I don't want to work for these people. I want to work for my business. I put my last name on, and now I'm going to make sure that generations born after me are going to be straight, and we don't have to go ask anybody for a job and sit there and ask for no interviews. I don't want my kids to be able to have to live that same life that I had to live. You know what I mean? I want my kids to grow up and they already got a car to drive to school. When I was growing up, the white kids had monster trucks in high school, bro, and all the black kids was on the bus, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to have my family. That's just the way that my brain is working right now. Like, I have to be a full-time entrepreneur.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Like,
and was that scary? So when you quit your job, obviously you started your business first, right? You started to scale that. So you did what a lot of people do, which you had a side hustle that kind of turned into something, but you wanted to make it your main thing. So how did you stay focused? How did you stay locked in on that singular goal to get out of the rat race, essentially?
Yeah, I stayed locked. I mean, it's the only thing that I wanted to do. Like, my mom's asking me when you gonna get married. I'm like, Mom, I need to be able to. That's not what I'm thinking about. Like,
right.
That's how do I stay focused? It's fun to me. It's not like I'm doing something that's I don't want to do. Imagine turning your passion into what I mean, into what makes you money. It could be days I don't sell a single shirt and I'm still posting like this is what people know me as. I'm having a great time. I'm living life, doing what I want to do. So that's basically what I would say. I'm not doing nothing that's hard. I'm doing what I like to do.
That's dope, man. It takes a lot. People don't understand when you start to get in your groove, you really enjoy it. It takes a special person to enjoy the highs and lows of being an entrepreneur. I would definitely say that.
Just like to do.
Yeah. What have been some of your biggest lessons? Because obviously you had the talent and you had the desire to be a fashion designer, but what allowed you to learn about business, like running a business, like the Printful stuff, the Shopify stuff, managing the orders, managing customer service, returns. How did you learn how to actually run that part of the business?
Well, shoot, with that, it's definitely important to have a business partner. I won't sit here and act like that's me doing all that. When I see those emails or something goes wrong, I call my business partner right away. She's my sister, and she helps handle stuff like that. Because what really my strong point is I enjoy photo shoots. I enjoy taking pictures. I enjoy sitting down, designing, drawing. I enjoy the whole making virtual fashion. I could be the face of it. That's what my strong points are. But sending emails, doing taxes, making sure that's where I
keep it 100. Yes.
I'm still learning. And even the stuff I know how to do, I don't feel like doing. My business partner helps me. So I would definitely say get a business partner that is good at what you're not good at. And of course, learn how to do it so you're good. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely a business partner, bro.
That's what's up, man. How hard is it to find? Obviously, you got your sister, so you kind of like not cheated, but like you family. That's fine. But yeah. What advice would you give to someone that wants to partner with somebody, but is struggling to find the right partner? Like how would you suggest that they approach somebody about partnering?
Yeah, I would say find somebody that sees your vision, that believes in you all the way. Because to be a business partner, they're gonna have to invest in you. Like they're gonna have to believe what you're doing. And I would say if it's fashion, wear the clothes all the time, and you're gonna whoever your business partner is gonna run you down. Oh my God, this is beautiful, and you're gonna okay, take note, okay, and then keep building relationships. Build relationships with people. You feel me? That's also very important to find a business partner. But yeah, that's what I would say. Build relationships, wear your clothes, and see how people react, and see who wants to talk to you all the time and build with you. Yeah, that'll be the best way I can say.
Do you wear your designs every day?
Every day. That's all I do. I don't.
Okay.
I don't put nothing else on. I feel like Kente gives me superpowers. I feel like when I put on Kente, if something was supposed to happen bad, the Kente like deflects that's really what goes on in my head. Like I'm a superhero and this is what gives me my powers.
That's what's up.
I feel like I'm connected with the ancestors when I wear stuff like this. So I wear Kente every day. I got a different outfit for every day. I got a different outfit for every occasion, and I put the drip on no matter what.
That's what's up, man. That means you really believe in your stuff. You know, I wear my Econix shirt like everywhere. I'm like, bro, I made this. I'm gonna rock this everywhere I go. Anytime, if you see me, you're gonna see this. Period.
Exactly. Oh, I'm not putting nothing on. Not putting nothing.
That's what's up, man. Let's talk about your NFT project. So what I want to know is, what is the project about? What's your vision on that side of things, and how does it couple, if it does at all, like how you partner with your existing clothing brand?
Okay, it's my NFT project that I'm working on right now. I've done projects in the past, but the one that I'm excited about and working on right now is a virtual fashion show. And all the pieces, all the different NFTs are going to be, fashion, and they're walking on a runway. That's the one that you probably saw. It was like an invisible dress. And it was just a walking. Yeah. So I'm making different pieces, and we're going to put together a fashion show. You can also buy the pieces on OpenSea.io if you're interested in owning any of the NFTs. And if you do, it'll come with the garment in real life. You buy that NFT, we're going to send you the garment in real life. Like, that's how we move it.
Okay. Yeah, and break that, that's dope, because a lot of projects are adding, utilities to their project. You got to have a utility, man. One of the things that I've seen in the space is a lot of projects are stale because they lack creativity. But, somebody like yourself with an existing brand, that's just an add-on to what you're already doing. A lot of these people are just throwing out random art thinking it's just going to sell, when they don't even have a base. They don't have a business. They don't have any type of customer base, nothing. And they just think that they want to sell these ugly ass drawings for like $2,000-$3,000. I'm like, stop it. But,
right.
So are you behind the designs for your NFT project? Are you actually the developer for the 3D art?
No, I design it, and I got somebody on my team that makes me. I'm learning how to do it. I can make certain stuff, but the stuff that's going to be for this fashion show, I'm not just about to have a t-shirt walking down. Like, that's too regular. So one of my business partners is creating these extravagant Kente pieces, Kente dresses. I'm really focused on women clothes. I'm about to make a women's line, so I'm making the NFTs for it before we even get started. That's one thing I love so much about the NFT also, is because I can make the garment, I can see what fabric, I can see exactly how I want it to before I even go to the manufacturer. And when I do go to manufacturer, I have the perfect image of it so they can't get it wrong.
Right.
Yeah, I love that about the NFT things too. But yeah, what was the question again?
No, that was just asking you about your NFT project. That's it. That's literally it, man. How you came up with your designs, and if your team designed it or you did. Overall, it's your vision. Yeah,
it's really easy to come up with designs out because nothing is new under the sun. Like, you could literally just go to Fashion Nova and look at their dresses, and then how you're gonna Kente this out. Where's the Kente gonna go that doesn't exist, that nobody's ever done before? So, it's just really just looking at things that already exist and then putting my spin on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's the craziest customer experience you've had from a customer? Like, what's something I was just like, really, bro? Really?
I wouldn't say I have any negative experiences, man. Besides people annoying me about what size they, you know, I mean, it's not my fault.
Well,
But
that's something that we should get into, because what's some of the, not negative feedback, but what are some of the issues that can come up in clothing, in a clothing brand, that you've had, that you've seen, that you've had to like overcome, navigate, adversity?
Well, I mean, the worst thing that's happened with this clothing is ordering a whole bunch of stuff and it's not right. Yeah, you spend, and ain't no return policy sometimes, you feel me? That's why it's always important to get a sample before you order a whole bunch. But then I've gotten situations where the sample and the bulk didn't even look the same. That's gonna happen, and there's no way
So
around it.
what happens on the back end of that, with the manufacturer? Do you get your money back, or is it like, hey, y'all messed this up? Like, how do they rectify that?
Bro, these people, they couldn't give the money back. So what they ended up doing was sending us tags but it was just canceled after that. It wasn't going far. So another situation is I ordered a whole bunch of stuff without doing a sample. I'm thinking they can't get this wrong. It's simple. It's some mask. And I even got the mask because I didn't even sell them. Let me show you. Yo, so I have hundreds of them sitting around. I couldn't even, because I didn't sell them. They're just sitting in a box. But I made these masks, and I'm thinking, yo, they can't get them wrong.
Oh wow, okay. And that's like the Black Renaissance portrait.
Yeah, that's one of they got them wrong. Like, try to adjust it and sew them together to fix it, but it just didn't look right. Like, it don't fit on your face. You see, this isn't right to me.
Right.
And it was my fault because I didn't do a sample thinking that they can't get it wrong. And then boom, it got it wrong in 2000. This was around the COVID time, trying to make masks. I would just say you gotta communicate with your manufacturer. Even after the sample and you thinking it's gonna be good, still talk to them and say, hey,
yep, it's worth it.
That's happened to me. The manufacturing process, we already talked about it. So you're gonna make mistakes, will happen.
Yeah, and that's crazy, because a lot of these issues people don't really know or realize that things like this come up where orders are wrong. Then that puts you behind with your customers. Then that slows down your turnaround time. Did you experience any of that during COVID? Obviously, shipping and everything was kind of slowed up. I mean, hell, some stuff is probably still being held up in a lot of these ports. So tell me about how you navigated COVID.
Communication. You would just have to tell your customers, Printful during COVID, it would take a month for a shirt, one single t-shirt to arrive. And you just had to communicate with your people. I ordered a mask. The mask didn't fit the face right. The image didn't look right. I had to take that L, just sitting there. Can't do nothing with it. Yeah, it was tough. A lot of mistakes have definitely happened. It's been times where I designed something and it didn't look right, and now I got to figure out what I'm gonna do. Bro, L's is gonna come.
Yeah, yeah. Have you ever had any moments where you thought about like giving up? Or you just not say like I want to give up, but just moments where it's just like, man, is this worth it today?
Yeah, for sure. When I feel like that though, I just delete my Instagram app and just take time to myself and just my own life without because Instagram and social media is what keeps all this, like, people are always hitting you up. Hey, I love this side. People are always communicating with you. So when I need a break, I just delete the app for a day or two, then I'm back. But it's never no time where I wanted to give up because like I was saying, like this is me. Like this is what I like to do.
Right.
Like I'm a Kente superhero. So, here to save the day. So, I'm right back at it all the time.
I rock with that, man. I rock with that. I want to shift over to what I like to call the Econix 10. So it's just 10 simple questions. And so they're not rapid fire, but we're going to get right into it. It's cool?
Yeah.
All right. So question number 1, what would you title this chapter in your life?
It's time to level up time.
There we go.
Right now, I'm networking with a lot of like influencers and celebrities. I'm making Antonio Brown's NFT collection. I'm excited about that.
Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me about that. How did that relationship come about?
It's really a long story, but you know, I ended up at T.I.'s studio. Young Thug, T.I., they all hang out in the studio and make music. And Antonio Brown was dropping an album and he was in town. So I pulled up to the studio and I had a ski mask on him and I was just standing there with the ski mask watching him shoot a music video. And I was walking past him to go to the restroom. And Antonio Brown was just the coolest, bro, just down to earth dude with all the crazy stuff that they be saying. Him face to face, cool. Walking past him and he was like, yo, what's up, man? What's up? Looking at me weird. And I was just like, what's up, man? Yo, I brought you a ski mask. We started talking and he went crazy. He loved it. We took pictures and that was when we first interacted.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then when I was leaving the studio, his driver was outside and was like, yo, when they coming out? I thought you was AB. I thought they was coming. And I'm like, nah. And I started talking to his driver. Told his driver, yo, I make African clothes. His driver loved it. I gave him a free shirt. Had to bless the driver. These are just seeds you gotta sow. Bless the driver. And driver like, yeah,
seeds you gotta sow. Seeds you gotta sow. Plant them seeds, man.
Ain't nothing free in America. These clothes cost somebody money. You know what I mean? But I had to go ahead and just take that risk right there. The driver loved it. Yo, thank you so much. I got you. So the next day, his driver hits me up, and his driver's like, yo, listen, this is the plan. We're leaving the studio, and we're going to be at the W in 20 minutes. Park your car up front and tell him you're delivering Uber. Just tell him not to tow your shit. And then I'm like, all right. And he said, just sit in the lobby. So the time came. He hit me up. Yo, put the plan in action. Do what I said. So I pull up to the W, park my car in the front, tell him, yo, don't tow my car, and I go sit in the lobby. And then he's like, all right, come outside. So I get up, I'm walking outside, and Antonio Brown is walking inside, and we walking past each other. And I have the ski mask on that he had just seen the day before. He's looking at me like, yo, I'm like, yo, AB. And then he's like, oh, yo, what up, bro? I give him more stuff. And then he's like, yo, take my number down. And I take his phone number down, and now I got his phone number.
That's crazy.
Thing, a whole finesse, a whole God put me right in a situation. Somebody blessed me. When I was getting his phone number, the driver that set the whole thing up walks by. He's like, excuse me, gentlemen, excuse me. Walks right by. Don't say a single word because he can't act like he know me because he just set the whole thing up. Mm-hmm. So that's how I got his phone number.
That's awesome.
It's like, what am I gonna text this guy about? Like, you can't just text, yo, I'm checking up on you. Have you a good day? I'm not.
Right. You can't just send a random like, yo, what's good, bro?
So I was like, all right, I went to his Instagram and I saw what he kept wearing. He keeps wearing this like khaki outfit.
Yeah, it's like a Kanye themed like vibe. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. With the boots, like heavy shoes.
He keep wearing it in different colors. So I'm like, all right, but so I made him an NFT. I had my business partner make him an NFT. We put all our stuff on hold and we made him an NFT. And when I sent it to him, dude went crazy. Yo, dude, this is crazy. I'm gonna text calling me, texting me. Now we friends. Now I'm working on the next Now I'm working on the next design, and we got a collection on the way. He posted it. Everybody going crazy. It's just like that's how it all happened.
That's awesome, man. That's what's up. You know, it's crazy how people and somebody would say like, oh, you got a big break. Like, nah, you've been in this game for a minute. So it's like when preparation meets opportunity. When preparation meets opportunity, you were already prepared for that opportunity because you already had the infrastructure to be able to handle what you had to get done for him.
Exactly.
And so people don't understand if you weren't prepared for that moment, if you didn't have your shirts in your car to just be like, yo, take a couple of these, man. Let me bless you real quick. If you didn't have any seeds to sow, you might not have gotten that plant on the other side.
Exactly, bro.
And so it's stuff like that where it's like, dang, like it's just being in the right place. And people don't understand when you start this journey of entrepreneurship, there's going to be a time where you eventually like you feel like you're hitting a wall, but you break through. And once you break through, levels, then you start climbing, then you start elevating. It's like, shoo, And so just to see that happen to you in like first person, like that's dope, man. That's dope.
And right now, I'm really all still in the motion. It's not like I've made it yet, but I'm in position to make it. Like
Right.
Done.
Level up. You said your title in this chapter was level up. That's exactly what you're doing.
And what you said about opportunities, preparation is very. What you said is so key. But when that opportunity comes, people got to know to walk through it. People got to know that anything can happen. Try anything. Talk to the driver and see what you can do with that driver. Somebody might have walked past the driver. You're like, oh yeah, he's coming out soon. No, you got to always be on go and know what time it is and understand that this whole entrepreneur thing is all like about the way you talk, about the way you network with people, about your finesse game, about all that is important. Yeah.
That's real, man. That's real. Number 2, I'm still on my Econix questions. That was a good sidebar though. Number 2, what superpower would you have?
My superpowers is being able to come up with designs with Kente, and my creativity. My creativity is my superpower. Like I could literally come up with something that didn't exist before, and that's me tapping into God. Like I realize how to get closer to God. Like the way God be like, let there be light, and now it exists. I could say, let there be a Kente ski mask, and now this didn't exist before. So that's one thing that I do. Like I look for something that don't exist, and I'm trying to create it. And I'm trying to bring it to life. Let there be a Kente mock neck. There's turtlenecks, there's crew necks, and this is a mock neck. It goes halfway up your neck, and we're gonna make it Kente. You feel me? That is just like, and it didn't exist before. We got a Kente do-rags where this didn't exist before. There was nobody ever made a Kente do-rag with satin on one side and velvet on the other side. I got that made. You feel me? So I'll say my creativity and being able to bring things to life. My networking is also
superpower.
One of my superpowers. Yeah, I'm able to talk to anybody, even if I'm scared, even if I'm shy. I can pretend not to be shy and just go and talk. That's one of my major superpowers. Like being able to even be in TI studio, it was all networking, just all talking.
Crazy. You just right place, right time. Right.
Exactly.
Place, right time.
All type of stuff.
Number 3, what would you invest in right now if money was not an issue?
You talking about like crypto or something like that?
Anything you want. If money wasn't an issue, what are you buying or what are you investing in?
I'm investing in fashion. If money wasn't an issue right now, what I would be doing would every collection, every design, I would be able to go crazy. I have so much stuff that I want to do with this fashion that I ain't gonna say money's an issue, but you just have to budget. You have to do it right. You have to get the clothes. You got to sell it. You got to come. Like that's how
you got to build it. You got to build it. Yeah. That's
right.
dope, man.
Money is an issue. I have so much stuff that I will go crazy on. So much stuff that don't exist that I will be bringing to life.
Mm-hmm.
How I told you I got different colored Kentes. Oh Jesus, bro! Wait till you see it. Yeah, I will go crazy with the fashion, bro.
I love it, man. Number 4, if you weren't doing this, what would your other profession be?
Man, that's a good question. So when I started trying to find my purpose and find what I was going to do with my life, I had like a list and I tried a lot of different stuff. I tried fixing cars. That wasn't my skill. I tried all type of stuff. And then I was like, all right, fine, let's just make a clothing brand. And then I made my first shirt. But the next thing on my list was to become like an Instagram comedian. Like I was going to actually like be on Instagram, just talking, telling jokes, like how these going viral, doing stuff like that, because I like to talk. I've heard that, I could be funny, you know what I mean? So I was going to try that out.
That's what's up.
I think I would have needed it that. I'm not even joking.
That's what's up, man. Number 5 dinner guests, dead or alive. Who's coming to your dinner?
Dinner guests, dead or alive?
Damn, coming.
Tupac gotta be there.
Pac.
I need to see Nipsey.
Yep.
I like Pop Smoke too. They were supposed to wear my clothes, bro. I'm telling you, these guys are supposed to be in my drip, but You know what I mean? They didn't get a chance to do that.
In heaven, man, in heaven.
Oh, definitely Michael Jackson. I keep naming musical artists.
That's okay.
Okay. I like Virgil too.
Virgil. Okay, so that's that 4 or 5.
Man, bro, he's supposed to see me and bless me. And
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I totally understand, man. Number 6, who is your celebrity crush? Who we shouting out?
Man, I don't. Okay, we can say. I don't be having no celebrity crush. I don't. We can say Beyonce just because of how she. You know what I mean? Because it's not all about being bad. Because people look better than Rihanna and Beyonce. I done seen some baddies walking around. You know what I mean?
That's
you know what I mean?
That's
but it's Rihanna and Beyonce are
Rihanna and Beyonce, like that's Rihanna, not like
or they actually talented. Like I think Beyonce is the closest thing to Michael Jackson walking around, like the kind of aura and like power that she has. If she walked through a room, people probably pass out. You feel me?
Yeah.
I like that about her. I'll say Beyonce. I never thought about that really.
Yeah. We rocking with V.
I like them all. It's hard to pick one. So
yeah, we rocking with V. So number 7, what's something that the average person would not know about you?
My personality, really. Yeah, I would say my personality. I feel like I don't right now. When I say I'm leveling up, of course I'm gonna get behind the camera and start talking more and showing the world who I am really. But what I've been doing in the past couple years is just showing them business. Like I've just been so focused on like the product and the message that people don't really know me. Know that people don't even notice how I sound. People don't even they don't know nothing about me. I would say my person.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. When I reached out, I'm like, man, I don't know who I'm talking to today.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't see the face behind the brand, which is perfect. But I'm like, I don't know if I'm talking to a woman, a man. I don't know if it's a couple. I don't know if it's like, a group of people, but it's dope, like to see, because you've taken yourself completely out of it to give your brand the shine that it needs to move where it needs to go.
It's not though, like, I'm the face of it only because I'm the one holding the camera. I'm the one who has to meet these people. But really, it's more like about this Kente, more about this fabric, more about how we're going to be able to reach back and connect with the culture. When I talk to people, when I do get on the camera, I'm always talking like this, mysterious, you know what I mean, like that. But what people don't know about me is I'm chill too, funny, all that. You know what I mean?
Right. Number 8, what's your favorite productivity hack?
Well, what's a productivity hack?
So a productivity hack is like, what's your like superpower to get things done? Like, what's your favorite like hack to get stuff accomplished?
Man, I'd be having a fight with it'd be me against me. Like I got
that's real. Me against me.
Bro, it ain't even like I got some productivities. Like I gotta get it done, so I get it. Right now, I'm working with some business counselors. Well, I told them I'm going to the next level, but I'm working with some business counselors, and I got a business plan already, and they like scratch it. They send me an email, do a business plan in this format. And it's just like, bro, they sent it to me a week ago. I'm supposed to bring it back this week. And it's like, I need to sit down and actually start on this business. That's not the fun part to me. That's not what I like to do, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a photo shoot. If it's designing clothes, I don't need no productivity hack. This is what I like to do. But when it comes down to business plan and all that other stuff, it'd be a fight, bro. It'd be me against me. I lay down in bed. I can't even call it. I don't know what it is, bro. I
feel that. Number 9, name 3 most influential people in your life.
My daughter, she's like the reason. I told you I wanted to do this Kente, but it was all in my brain. It was all in my brain. It was just all in the air for a long time. When my daughter was about to be born, that's when, ain't no way around it. You got to do it now. It's not just about, you're not living for just you no more. You know what I mean? You got to get somebody else now. And for a long time. So she was definitely one of the most influential people. I would say I never met him, but Ralph Lauren.
Okay.
Was one of
you had all his polos.
Yeah. Ralph Lauren is one of the most influential people to me. I just liked the way his clothing made me feel. I like the way his clothing was delivered. It wasn't loud, it wasn't nothing crazy. It would literally be a horse on the chest, and you look like something now. I guess Ralph Lauren got old. Everybody on Gucci and all this Louis Versace now, but Ralph Lauren's still the one to me. You feel me? Third person, we can say Virgil. We can say Virgil. I study what he does, and also like how he created stuff too, brought new things to life. Just like how his fashion shows isn't just regular people walking. No, he would create a whole like scene. You'll be like in a forest with flowers all over the place, and it'll be Louis Vuitton clothes walking down. Like, he's done things that didn't exist before. I always appreciate stuff like that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And the last question: PB&J or grilled cheese?
Peanut butter jelly.
Got the right answer. And that's all we have. So right now, all I want you to do is just tell everybody where they can find you, how to purchase your clothing, what's the best way to get in contact with you if they want to partner with you or collab with you.
Okay, yeah. So the clothing website is shopadu.com. If you want to check out, some of the stuff that we got over there, shopadu.com. And social media will be the best way if anybody wants to talk to me. Just like the way you did, I actually check that other inbox of people that I don't follow. I do check that one all the time. So before I met you, that's where you ended up going. And I checked it, and I was able to reply back to your message. I talk to people on Instagram and Twitter all the time. So that'll be a good way to get in contact with me if you want to collab or you want to, get something done. What other question? What else was I supposed to say?
That was it. Yeah, that was it. It's how people can get in contact with you, how people can reach you, and that's it, man.
Sure, bro.
Appreciate
you having me.
No problem. And guys, please go support Adu. His clothing brand is fire. He has an NFT project, and he also has portraits as well for sale. Y'all don't let me down. Go support this man and everything that he's doing in business. And on that note, guys, y'all have a good one. Y'all keep rocking with your boy. Like, share, subscribe, and have a good one. Peace.